Hello, all my beautiful people. Today we're going to be working on these Afro puffs, very cute with a twist. And now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be having some braids in here. Of course, these are traditional African cornrows. And to get started, we're just going to have a part straight up the middle so that we can get those puffs with those African cornrows in there. So what I'm going to do is take one section of the hair and then I'm going to part that in half. And I'm going to take the front section and pin that up out of the way. Then I'm going to grab my Eco Styler gel, and with this Eco Styler gel I'm going to place that all over the roots before I begin to do a one thick large cornrow going up towards the center to create that Afro puff. And as you can see, I'm using the traditional African method of cornrow braid, and I'm going to braid this all the way up towards that center section where we made that part. Pretty simple. This is pretty easy stuff, guys. I tried to get close up so that you can kind of see how I braid if you don't know how to braid, but unfortunately I don't know if that's going to do. So after that, I just went ahead and took that and put that up in the rubber band, and we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. We're going to put that edge control, that Eco Styler gel for edge on the edges, and then we're going to do the cornrow up towards the middle, and then we will also use a rubber band to secure it. So I really want to thank you for all of your patience. I am finally gotten myself settled into a new place. I will be pre-recording a whole bunch of videos for you guys, so I hope that you guys are going to be happy with that. So I went ahead and finished that braid, and I did do one side so that you could see what it's looking like. We're going to have this swoop on the side with two braids, and in the center we're going to have a twist. And so I really thought that this is just a really cute idea. I thought of it really quickly and I immediately started to record. So on the other side, what we're going to do is we're going to do that part up the middle. Excuse me, this is the second half. And what I did was I took the front part, we're going to do the braiding in the front part. I created a part for a cornrow that is kind of slanted and curved. Now I did end up splitting the second portion of the section in half. So this is probably about a fourth of her head compared to the original parts that we had. So now I'm just taking that slanted, curved part and I am braiding that section of the hair. And of course these are the traditional African cornrows, and so I'm just going to go right ahead and cornrow those. I'm going to braid that all the way. I'm just going to leave like a little tiny bit unbraided at the end. And after I've done that, I'm going to go right ahead and start making that second part. Now this part is kind of connecting to the first braid, and of course I'm going to curve this as well, and it's going to be a tiny bit slanted, leaving that middle section for the twist. So before we get started on the second cornrow, I'm going to go ahead and slick this part down with some edge control, and I figured that would be a great way to keep the hair out of the way so that it doesn't get into my braid. So I'm just going to go right ahead now and start to do that second cornrow, and again we're using the same braiding method that we were using before to create this cornrow. And I will be also braiding this up and only leaving a small portion of it unbraided. So now that we've gotten to this other middle section between the two braids, I'm going to create a slight part in between that, and so that's going to be half of the section that's going to be used for the twist. And to kind of prepare the remainder of the hair for the puff ball and the ponytail, what I'm going to do is put some edge control and then brush it to prepare it. And I'm going to have Sania hold off this section so that I can easily grab it when it's time to secure the puffball, the Afro puff. So I've got her holding that now, and of course I'm going to go ahead and do a little detangling on this section, and I'm also going to use some edge control so that it can be nice and shiny. And then I'm going to twist this small section. Now you would notice that after the twist is complete, I am still continuing to twist, and in the fashion of a lock. So I'm basically twisting this in the fashion of a lock, and then I'm just going to wrap the lock around the Afro puff, and then I'm going to secure the section with a rubber band before I bobby pin the lock down to secure it. But I did fully wrap the lock all the way around the puff ball, and of course I'm going to continue to twist towards the ends to make sure that it's, you know, a full lock. And as you can see here, I'm still got that lock twisted, and so now I'm just bobby pinning it down. And as I said, I had already went ahead and twisted it towards the end, and so now I'm just bobby pinning it in place. And so now all I'm going to do is just make sure that the puff ball is nice and freshed out, nice and pretty looking, and there we have a finished result, a finished product. So we both love this style. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to rate, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Check out my old previous videos. I will link them all, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this easy to do natural Afro hairstyle. So guys, I'm so glad to be back, and I hope that you are coming back to see next video. Alrighty, bye.